In this lesson I'm gonna show you how you can import files into CapCut. Let's get started. So first, let's open CapCut. This is the first window that's gonna pop up. And you can simply create a new project. Just click on this plus button. Okay, this is the main CapCut interface. As you can see, it's split into 4 segments. So this is the first segment, this is the second segment, third segment, and the fourth segment. Okay, so what's the first thing that every video editor needs to do? Import some files. Let's do this. Okay, click on this import button, and I'm gonna be giving away the whole asset pack that I'm gonna be using in this tutorial. If you wanna download it, just click the first link in my description. Okay, so here's the folder, open it, select all of the videos and photos, and just click import. Okay, so all the import videos, photos, audio files, songs, and stuff like that, all are gonna be shown in this media panel. Some people prefer to organize their assets, but some people don't. To be honest with you, I'm the guy who wants everything to be organized. So I'm gonna show you a couple ways to organize your files/assets in CapCut. So first, move to the right side of this import button. You have this little button. If you click on this arrow, you have 2 options. You have a grid view, so this is the view that we are on right now, and you have a list view. So basically, list view allows you to view almost the whole timeline. To be honest with you, I never use it, but if you like it, go ahead. But I'm switching back to grid view. Okay, just click on that and go back to grid view. Okay, next to this button, we have another button where it says sort. This basically allows you to sort your assets by time imported, time created, name, type, duration, latest to earliest, and earliest to latest. From all of these options, the only option that I really find useful is to organize them by type. So basically, you're gonna organize your videos first. Right after your videos are gonna be your photos, and next your songs and audio and stuff like that. This is the way that I prefer to organize them. But if you enjoy any other, just go ahead and use them. Okay, and next to this sort button we have all. If you click on this, you can just sort by video, audio, or images. That basically just means that CapCut is just gonna show you either your videos or your audio or your images. So let's go ahead and click on video. For example, as you can see, just my video files are displaying. If you don't really like the current layout of CapCut, you can change it. You can come up here, click on this little arrow, and here you have a couple options. You can detach media panel, so this is basically this first panel. You can detach player, this is the second rectangle. You can detach editing panel, this is this one, and you can detach the timeline. Out of all of these options, the one that I'm using the most is detach player, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm editing most of my videos on my 27-inch monitor that's right here, but the color accuracy of this monitor is trash. So I usually just click detach player and I drag this player window onto my MacBook screen, which is much better. Then I do my color grading, then I just switch back to default layout. And this is basically the only time that I found this feature useful. And next to our player window we have details. Let's talk about that. So these are basically the details of your project. And you can even modify them. Let's click on this button. Here you are met with these 2 different tabs, details and performance. First, let's start with details. Here is the name of your project. We can type in like test 1 or something like that. Oh, I did some misspelling. Sorry, test 1. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, here's the link to where this file/video/project is saved to your computer. So, underneath this link, you have copy media to project and stay in original place. Let me explain this. So the default option is stay in original location. That means that assets, all the videos, photos are gonna be located into your computer. But if you click copy to media project, basically what's gonna happen is CapCut is gonna copy all of the assets, all of the images, and it's gonna copy them to CapCut. So even if you delete them from your computer, they are gonna stay in CapCut and they are not gonna affect your project. The only thing that's gonna change is basically the file type is gonna get a lot bigger. Because all the gigabytes that were previously in your computer is gonna be basically just transferred to CapCut. Down below we have aspect ratio. So for example, we're gonna edit the vertical video, so we can click on 9:16. Below the aspect ratio we have resolution. The default resolution of my videos is 4K. But if we click on custom, we can quickly change it up to 920p by 1080p. Underneath we have frame rate. I prefer to leave it at 30 frames per second, but you have some other options. For example, 24, 25, 50 and 60. And you can leave the color space as it is. And at the bottom we have one interesting feature. It's called arrange layers. So if you turn this off, down below it says free layer cannot be turned off after turned on and saved. What this basically allows you to do is basically get rid of any layers and you can move your assets, for example, raw video, and then you have some b-roll, and then you have some assets and effects. You can move them freely around CapCut and you don't have to worry about layers. I prefer layers, so I always turn this off. Okay, and then let's move on to our performance tab. Here you have the only option to turn on proxies. What are proxies? Proxies basically decrease the resolution of your videos in CapCut, so your computer doesn't catch on fire almost. Especially if you have like shitty computer like me. When I'm editing like 15 minutes YouTube video, it's overheating a lot and I have to cool it down. So you can simply turn on proxies. If I turn this on, the resolution is gonna be 720p, but when I export, it's gonna be back to 4K. Then I can just hit save. This was a quick video on how to import your videos into CapCut. I will catch you guys in the next lesson.